So my current role at Iron Bow is I'm the Director of Global Operations, so I do business development, plus I also work the Global Enterprise Modernization and Support Contract. It's an enterprise agreement for the United States Air Force. I served in the United States Air Force from 1990 to 2021, so 4 years of the Academy and 28 years active duty for the United States Air Force. I think that my military experience prepared me in a number of ways. First of all, it gives me a better understanding and appreciation of the operational lexicon, the challenges that the military has to deal with at an operational level, understanding how they need to make ends, ways, and means meet to support the mission. So that gave me a better understanding of some of the requirements that are coming out of the military. Secondly, it also helps me out with the culture and intricacies of the United States military. The military is very complex, and there's cultural ways of doing things in the military. And then finally, I think that it also allowed me to build relationships with members of the United States military and be able to better talk to them. I've built that trust with members in the United States military. So when I'm talking to them, there's a good connective tissue there. A challenge that I specifically dealt with in the United States military, and trust me, there were many of them, right? So there were some that were United States Central Command during the war, others as commander. But the one I'd like to highlight is when I was the Director of Communications for USAFE-Af Africa, basically the A6 for all of Europe and for Africa. We had some challenges with our networks, and our networks are vital to providing the ability to command and control our forces. And they were significant in nature. And when you think about that theater, how important that theater is, when you dealt with a kind of a looming threat from Russia, you dealt with terrorism in Africa, and in some instances you had to deal with even, Iran was part of our theater, along with CENTCOM. Big challenges, right? So how we dealt with them was a partnership approach. And it gave me a lot of experience in my current job. And that partnership approach included working with industry. Industry has a lot of capabilities that the United States military may not have organically, and that's staying abreast of technological advancements and being able to actually fulfill those requirements in the best way to support operational capability. So we partnered with industry, and we partnered with other teammates across the Air Force to get after that problem set and to really bring our networks up to the next level. At a very young age, as a lieutenant, right, in 1994, you're given a lot of responsibility. You're given responsibility over people, resources. The most important thing is people and taking care of your people. I've been a commander twice. I've been the Director of Communications for USAFE-Af Africa A6. A lot of high-level responsibilities. So in those challenges, there's some ways you have to operate, right? However, translating that to industry, I think it's very good and it's very effective. However, there's some ways that you need to pivot, because working in industry may be a little bit different, right? How you deal with people may be a little bit different. So it's good in many ways, but at the same token, it's also taught me that I've had to learn some new leadership tools to be able to effectively lead in industry.